Hello everybody. Well, today is August the 2nd, and the heat is still such a scorcher here in North Carolina. It's ridiculous. It's it's so bad you can't hardly breathe when you step outside. I know Joe went back several years and compared the temperatures, and each year it does get gradually worse and worse as far as days being in the 90s go. I remember, now my husband passed in 2002, but I remember before he died, a lot of time in the summertime, and like I said before, he was very hot natured, but a lot of time in the summertime, we would just have the doors open and open the windows. You know, we got central air, and the air would run, but you know, sometimes we would just turn the air off and open the doors and let the breeze come through. But you can't do that now. You cannot do that now. It is getting so hot out here that the neighborhood children do not come outside to play. The neighbors across the street, back about 2 weeks ago, put up, it's a real nice little playhouse, like a playhouse with a sliding board and stuff, and it looks like a tree house, but it's not. You all know what I'm talking about. They put one up in their yard for their kids over there, and nobody's played on it. It's just been too hot. They've got a little basketball. I live down here in the cul-de-sac in the circle. They've got a basketball court where some of the neighborhood kids come out and shoot ball, but they still come out and do it. But it's when the sun is going down is when they'll come out and do it, because it's cooled off enough for them to do it. But it's just too hot. It's unbreathable hot. I don't know what people would do without AC. And I know, like I said, today's Tuesday. I'm on vacation. I do not have to leave my house again until Thursday at 2 o'clock when I go to the workplace to pick up my check. And I wished I didn't have to do that then. That would mean I wouldn't have to go out until I went to the bank on Friday. But anyway, at least I know I'm in right now up until Thursday at 2 o'clock. And my Facebook is down. This is making me mad. This is really getting on my last nerve. It was down all day long yesterday for site maintenance. And I couldn't figure that out. And, you know, some people have said, well, it happens to everybody now and then, you know. And if I look at it on Mozilla Firefox, it'll say check back in a few minutes. Well, it was down all day yesterday. If I go to Google, it'll say this could take several hours. So last night, it was about midnight, Joe called me at midnight and said, your Facebook is back up. So I got up and I checked my Facebook and everything. And then this morning when I got up about 5:30 this morning. I got up, got on it for a few minutes. And I was going to make a comment, you know, if you don't see me any today, then that means that my Facebook is down for site maintenance. And I was going to tell the story, but I said, no, it was down all day yesterday. Whatever they did, they're done with. And I went out, and when I came back, sat down and got on it, and I'll be damn if it ain't down again. That's made me mad. So now it's either forcing me to do one of two things. I can't play my games. I don't play all that Farmville and stuff. I don't play none of those social games. I just play like the Bubble Pop and the little card games and, you know, stuff that you play individually. And so with it being down, it's forcing me to do one of two things. Either do a video or do some housework. So I think I'll do a video. Maybe I'll do a video about housework. With it just being me here, you know, I don't have a whole lot of housework to do. You know, just me. I basically keep myself picked up after. The biggest things that I really ever have to do is vacuum the floor. And I think I might do that today. But there's really not a whole lot to do. So I think I've got all my laundry taken care of. I just got to vacuum, and then I'm just going to sit here. And what did I ever do without the internet, though? See, now that my whole internet's not down, I can go anywhere online I want to, except for Facebook. So basically, what did I ever do without Facebook? I used to have a MySpace. And I went on to MySpace yesterday, and it's been so long since I've been on there. It's changed so much. And I said, how in the hell did I ever enjoy MySpace? MySpace used to be different than what it is now. I liked it better the old way. The new way that it is now, I can't really understand it. It kind of makes no sense to me. But the only thing that I really liked about MySpace better than Facebook is I liked changing my background page, themes, and stuff like that. I always had fun with that, and I was changing my page several times a week when I was on MySpace, but not really there anymore. I spend most of my time, like I said, on Facebook or YouTube. I go to YouTube and watch a lot of videos, and it puzzles me sometimes that some of the videos that you can watch are just, they make no sense. And I guess a lot of you's probably going to be saying that about this one, but some of them just make no sense, and they could be like 9 seconds long, 12 seconds long, maybe less than a minute long, of something just absolutely stupid, where you have to watch it a second time and say, what the hell was that all about? And they have hundreds of thousands of views. I don't know how they do it. I've got some videos that's got lots and lots of views. I have this one video, and I think it might have been the first video I ever did or the second one. But I didn't actually do it as a video. I was just reading a joke, and my son videotaped it, and he's the one who put it on YouTube. And it was called How to Make Your Breasts Grow. And it's basically a joke where a man tells his wife to take toilet paper and rub it between her breasts. And she said, do you think this will really make my breasts grow? And he was like, well, why not? It worked for your ass, didn't it? You know, just a corny little joke. And I get all kinds of comments on that. You know, some people just LOLs, you know, and ha-ha. But a lot of and I've had thousands of views on that. And a lot of people to this day will still leave comments and ask me if it really worked. Some people will leave comments saying, I tried that, or they'll leave comments like they're leaving it for the other people on there. Don't try this, it don't work. You know, like they think I'm serious. Can they not tell it's a joke? And then another video I have that it's got thousands upon thousands of views was about child abuse and spankings that I did. Now, a lot of the comments that I've got on that, you know, agree with children should be spanked if they get out of line. And then, oh, the other set of comments I get, people just damn near cuss me out. They think I'm just the worst thing that ever walked. And I have been cussed out by a lot of them on there. But I always go back and I'll look at their YouTube page. And the majority of the people that cuss me out and talk a lot of junk to me are teenagers. I'll look at their profile and look at their ages. And the majority of them are teenagers. And so you can tell they've not been disciplined in their lifetime. So, henceforth, that's proven my point right there. I did have this one person, though, cuss me out, and I went back and made a comment to that person. I don't remember how it went, but it's all in my comment section. And then that person came back there and cussed me out again. And then they finally came on there and apologized and said that they were sure that I was a good mother, and then they sort of agreed with what I had to say. But the thing of it was, they were being beaten, I think, and not just spanked. People think that when I say spanked, that I'm going to grab you and beat you. No, that's not what that means at all. It could just be on the bottom. It don't have to be with a belt and running you in circles and everything else. Of course, that's why my brother got spanked when they were little. But they were mean as snakes too. So, but that's not what I mean at all when I say spanking. Just smack them. Other people have said when I say they misinterpreted when I said bust their ass. That just means give them a smack on the ass. They'll settle down. Some people just take things too literally, and the ones that do are the ones that are already out of control anyway. And I can tell just by reading their comments, because they've got just the rudest, most ugly mouth, and the way they talk, and half of them can't spell. So they've never had any kind of discipline. But children today are just so out of hand. It's not fun. I come home in the park during the summertime, and if I come in on the one end up here where the school bus stops, and I know he must have let out 60-some kids, and the kids will be walking through the park, and you drive right along behind them. You got to toot your horn, and they turn around and look at you like, who the hell you think you are? And then they'll gradually move over to the side, and you drive through. Mind you, this is a roadway. They're supposed to be on the sides anyway. But they'll just barely move like this. And the thing of it is, their parents are right there with them. It makes no sense. There's no control. There's no control in the world today. It amazes me that arrogance, that's what the children of today are. They're arrogant. Like, almost like they think that you owe them something, that we all owe them. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So anyway, yeah, I get a lot of views and a lot of comments on that video to this day. And then, like I said, the ones to make your breasts grow. And I'm just sitting here babbling now because my Facebook is down and it's making me mad. It seems like every time I go on vacation, something happens. Something happens every time. And the same way with Antoinette, my friend Antoinette. Whenever she goes on vacation, something always happens with her. And I know she had a vacation back about 3 weeks ago. And during her vacation, she was in a car wreck. And so she's just now getting all that straightened out here a month later. So the whole week of her vacation, she had a rental car and was dealing with the insurance and all that, and naturally was just real upset about her situation. So that was bad. At least it's just my Facebook page, and it's nothing really major. But anyway, well, I think I've sat here and babbled on long enough. I don't really know of anything else to talk about. I haven't really heard anything. The last video I made was about Warren Jeffs, the polygamist, and I really haven't heard anything else about that, so I'm not sure how that's turning out. Now see, with Casey Anthony, they broadcast the trial, they showed you everything, and now I keep turning over to CNN, and I just don't hear anything else about Warren Jeffs. And I know his trial is going on. So he'll probably end up getting out of it somehow. He'll get out of it somehow. And then they was talking about Lindsay Lohan. I think her probation is up. You know, they kept sending her to do her probation at home because of the overcrowdings. And I think her probation must be up because they said she's been out partying with some of the other Hollywood people. And so they're going to do something about that, I think, tonight on Jane Velez or Nancy Grace or something. Mackenzie Phillip is supposed to be on there to talk about it too. But it's got to the point, I used to watch Nancy Grace and Jane Velez every evening. I still watch Jane every now and then, but I just can't tolerate to watch Nancy Grace. I cannot tolerate it anymore because it's like, if you don't agree with what she's got to say, she will cut you off. She's not hearing it. And I know she might say, well, it's her show, she can do what she wants to. Yeah, but I mean, you know, if you're going to have that kind of talk show, it's kind of like a debate. You got to hear every side. Let everybody have their say. Don't cut them off just because you don't agree. If everybody agreed with you, there would be no point in having the show because everybody would already know what everybody else is thinking. So what would be the point? Anyway, I'm going to get off of here now and get this uploaded. And like I said, my Facebook is down, so I'm going to be forced to do some manual chores around here today. And I'm looking around trying to think about where am I going to start? What am I going to do? You know, my Facebook will come up after midnight, but I'll be in bed asleep, so that's not going to do me any good. Anyway, so I'm out of here, and until next time, bye-bye.